Hey, Brian Hutchison, Global Career Guy here, back for episode 63, filming from my hotel room here in Gothenberg, Sweden, where we just wrapped up the IAEVG conference. And what I'd like to talk about today is something that came up in a couple of the conversations that were had at the conference this week. And it's the idea of when working with students, how do we handle the difference between their expectations and what we know to be the reality of higher education, post-secondary education, and the world of work. I've said this before. One of my favorite quotes that my mentor, Skip Niles, shared with me is from Anne Lamott, and it's that expectations are resentments under construction. And I think a common mistake that career practitioners make is that they focus on the difference between the expectations and the reality without first focusing on the expectations themselves. When we have expectations, we're holding on to them to meet some sort of unmet need in ourselves. And if we just skip over that, we're actually skipping over the most human part of the career interaction that we are having with our students or with our clients. And so I like to think about sort of a three-step process when people have expectations that may not be fully explored or that may be misaligned with my perception of the reality of the world of work. And so step number one, of course, is what are they? What are these expectations that the client or the student is holding? Aligned with that, it's not just what are they, but we need to understand why they are important. And so getting to that why is sort of the key that unlocks the door that's going to allow the client to explore the expectations, the potential resentments that are under construction, but also to figure out whether or not they're willing to change. They're willing to change their expectations. And so the third question then is are you willing to question those expectations? And if you don't get to the yes to that question, you skip over expectations and start trying to show them or convince them that there is a reality, a train coming down the reality tracks that's going to destroy those expectations. You've not helped your client get ready to deal with basically the cognitive dissonance of the difference between an expectation that they're holding that has some importance to them, that probably is communicating some sort of unmet need, and then what the reality is going to do to those expectations. And so I know I have a lot of new followers that I've met here at the conference. This is video number 63, and you can go to my YouTube channel, Global Career Guy, to look at all of my videos that I've organized into 5 different playlists. So for now, let's keep the career conversation going. Brian Hutchison, Global Career Guy, signing off.